Hey Angel Home Solution family, this is Jack, the co-founder of Angel Home Solutions. I've got a really special announcement related to COVID-19 or coronavirus pandemic here. Now it is a serious video. It is the one that you want to pay attention to. I know it is crazy out there that you are afraid that this is going to destroy you and you have no idea what's gonna come out, what it's look like, what it's gonna be on the other side after we go through all of this. How can you protect yourself? How can you protect your family? So the first thing you all, this is a serious business. I was skeptical myself in the beginning. I was thinking it is a normal flu, you know, it is a media hype, and let's just move on to our normal life. Now, there are people being impacted on this health really badly. There are people who are losing their life. As of today, it was climbing from 394 to 421 died in Washington state itself. And we have about 10,000 people contracted the virus in just Washington state. So all the prayer be with them to provide the comfort and a speedy healing so that we can all back into normal life and get away from this suffering. We need to treat this seriously. I saw an amazing video from Dr. Wan. You can click the link descriptions or the link down below to watch. He was talking about the coronavirus in detail and why doctor cannot save us. And from that video, thank to all amazing frontline heroes spending countless of hours and risking their life and their family as well to save other people's life. That is amazing. We all in it together and everyone can be the leader. Also, an amazing battle, Chris Cohn, the New York governor brother, and also a CNN's employee, fighting with the coronavirus. You can also click the link here. He shared his personal experience and how he fight the coronavirus with a lot of support, and he want to spread that word. He want you to also fighting the virus if you unfortunately contract the virus. So you're not alone. There are special tips that he shared so that you can exercise your lung and potentially ride over the virus. You might feel like your freedom was taken away, that you are controlled by government with the stay home initiative, like a message from an Idaho representative. It is your rights, it is our rights, and we must use the right way. We have to do our part the right way. We all can help. Sometimes that means just stay home if you can. The hospital is flooded with patients, and I'm pretty sure they don't have enough equipment to save you and your loved one if you unfortunately contract the virus by executing the wrong way. So think twice when you decide to do something or get out and hang out with other people and try to fighting with the government advice, knowing that you have your rights. So on that same line too, Easter is coming. It is a big deal. We celebrate that too. We worship about that too. My kid enjoys the picking eight part of it. But belief and love is in your heart. I want to share a story where my mentor church was suffer. There was over 20 people who contracted the virus because of the get together and praying and a normal activity that no one was intended to hurt other people. But over 20 people over there were contracted the virus. Luckily, many are recovering, but one was unfortunately passed away. I know you loved your fellow believer. I know you have no intention of harming other and your loved one. So please do your part the right way and help fight this coronavirus COVID-19 together. We all in this together. But the next thing is the real impact that we all see is the economic impact. Obviously, as the state are closing down, implementing the stay home initiative, it is essentially shutting down the economic engine of America. And there's no way that cannot impact all of us. It is going to impact you and me. So the next thing is, how is it impacting you and me as a homeowner, landlord, business owner? From the new, housing industry is stalling. Many listings were canceled. People decide to not sell the house anymore. Pending will fail. People holding off on selling their house quickly or listing the house. Lenders are stopped approving loans. Private lender, and hard money lender. Some of them are kind of taking the money off to the side right now and waiting to see what's come out on the other end. We work with a lot of hard money lender and private lender. Most of them inform us that they're not providing fund anymore. So unfortunately, it is the true. Unfortunately, it is going to impact us. Unfortunately, for those who needed to sell now, I'll talk how we can help you and how we can solve that issue later on down the video. Some people experience job loss and financial hardship. I create a video for those who are struggling making mortgage payment, where I show you how you can work with your mortgage lender to delay or freeze your mortgage payment through mortgage forbidden approval. I also have a video how to get assistance from SBC with economic injury loan and grant as well. Some of the grant are forgivable, so I really encourage you to check that out. The line will be long. The process might be tedious, but if you really need the help, nothing should stop you from there. Nothing in life comes for free, so you have to put the effort in order to solve the issue. But hopefully the resource that I put adds some value to you and someone that you know. There's a lot of more resources for us, from the government stimulate package, the state unemployment, the unemployment insurance. So make sure you are reaching out. Make sure you explore all your options if you are in a struggle. We all can play a big role. So at Angel Home Solution, we are waiving tenant late fee and any related fee associated with them not be able to pay the mortgage, like a notice fee that normally will post onto their rent. We waive all of that. On top of that, we make a rent payment arrangement so that they can keep up, they can recoup, they can come back, they can catch up with the trends and come back on top of it normally. So how we were able to really impact them is we make the payment plan so that it's only covered the mortgage portion, the loan service that we are liable for, and we're not taking any extra benefit, extra profit out of the rent. We take away our share out of that, and they only have to cover the mortgage payment that we have to pay to the bank. Unfortunately, we all still have to pay mortgage every month. Some people on the social media misunderstood if they need to pay their mortgage payment during the coronavirus. They were thinking government already worked it out and they don't have to pay. it is untrue, we still liable for the promise to the bank and to pay that every month on time. If you can make the payment, please do so. You might be able to easily get the mortgage forbearance. The mortgage forbearance essentially froze your mortgage payment for a short period of time without hurting your credit, without triggering pre-foreclosure, without them calling you to remind you every couple of days, without them foreclose on your property. But that debt between 3 to 6 month period, it's not forgivable. You still have to pay that as soon as that period is over. So it could be 3,000, it could be 6,000, it could be more. So how are you planning to catch up with that? In the video that I share above, it shows you how it potentially help you. It potentially, if you work it right with the lender, it could potentially help you in the short and long term. So encourage check out that video. So if you can make a payment every month, you should, to avoid going into too deep into the hole. If enough people stop making the payment, we will see a significant impact in the housing market that impact you and me. Everyone will be impacted. And most property owner will be underwater and behind on a mortgage and potentially end up in a pre-foreclosure and risking losing their house. So I don't want that to happen, and we all can be a part of it. We all can be the leader. However, people are still looking to sell their house regardless of how things are going. There are people who inherit the property, inherit their house from their loved one, from their parents who passed away, that they truly cannot afford the double payment, the double mortgage that they're liable for. If you have two mortgages, it could be $2,000, it could be $4,000 a month, not including other liability like insurance, property, tax, utility, and everything that go into owning a house. They don't have these resources such as time, money, and knowledge to work on the house, and they want to sell it as is. They want to sell now before the housing value drops significantly in the next 3 to 6 months. No one knows what's gonna come out from on the other side. There are people who, in a really stressful relationship, I'm pretty sure you've probably been there at some instant. When you're facing a relationship challenge, it is really tough to stay together. It is a big deal. It's bigger than this coronavirus pandemic, and we totally understand that. There are people who are having problem with tenant. They destroy the house, they destroy the property, and the property is now vacant. And they don't want to go through this loop again and again. It's just being done. They hate the property, being a landlord. They hate renting out. They hate working with tenant. They don't know who is good tenant, who is bad tenant. They just want to be done with that, and they don't want to rehab the property. They just want to sell. And again, they're afraid of what happened down the road, what happened to the economic, what happened with the economic and housing situation, what come out on the other end. They don't want to lose their property. They don't want to suffer from a significant decrease in the housing. There are people who are already behind on mortgages. They couldn't see a way to save the house, and they only have two options: either to sell the property now or lose the house to the bank. They probably have a couple months because of the government initiative to hold on the foreclosure. But it is the end of the road for them and they need to sell now. People are still looking to sell the house fast, and most of the time as is conditioned. How can you sell your house fast? And can you even still sell your house fast during the coronavirus pandemic in Renton or nearby area? It is an interesting question. Can you sell your house fast during the coronavirus pandemic? As many people are vulnerable, there rise the scam, because now you might not be meeting who claim to be a cash buyer and want to buy a house cash. And they claim they can buy a house fast and they can buy as is. You can walk away with your cash in your pocket ASAP. I'm sure you've seen yellow sign on the street everywhere. People buying their house, people buying houses with phone number. If you were wondering, is it a scam to sell your house over the phones? You can check out this article because that's going to be the way it is. No one coming out to the property. You don't want to meet people at your property and risking exposure to the coronavirus. And the only best way that can happen is people buying over the phone. So now, is it a scam to sell your house over the phone? I know you worry that the investor will lowball you. They will negotiate you to death. And you're scared that you will give your house away for free. We are still buying houses. But how we do that? How do we work together to solve your real estate issue? How we solve your real estate need? How we can solve your needs so you don't have to worry about the current situation that you're in right now, and you can get to where you want to be. So we, at the end of this, we don't destroy each other through the process, so that we can come out on the other side happy when it's all over. Let's face it, no one knows what's going to happen at the end of this pandemic. It is uneasy for you, and it's also uneasy for us as well. We have a large stake on each property we buy. We put a lot of money into property that we buy. There is a way Angel Home Solution can offer if you are considering selling your house for cash as is, and you want to sell right now. So a couple options that we have is we can consider fix and list offer if we both feel like it is the right options and if we both feel like it is safe for both of us. So how it works is we can come to an agreement where we spend all the money to rehab the property. We spend effort, time, again, money from our side to rehab the property so that we can list it at the end and get you the most money that the market can bear. Again, we don't know what the market on the other side is going to be, whether it's going to be the same, whether it's going to be a drop. We don't know that, and that is the big risk for both of us. But what we can commit on is we can help you fix the property on our risk, and then on the other side, as soon as it is done, we'll list it to sell to the market for the top dollar. You're probably netting more cash than you would to sell right now directly to anyone, cash buyer or anyone, or even list it at the MLS at the assets condition. You would net more money, but there are time that needed for the wait. There are effort, there are risks, there are market volume that we both will face. So that is one option that we are offering. So the other option that we are doing as well, it's tough. And I know it is challenging, right? But what we can do is we can agree on a fair price right now. And if the market come out strong, if we can get you more cash at the end after we done with this crazy time, if we can close on the house after this crazy time and we can get more money for you, it sounds unrealistic, but we will issue some more money. Either that's 5,000, that's 10,000, that's 15,000. If we can get more money to you on top of the price that we agree upon, we will release that money to you. You know, but on the other side, if the market is tame, if the market really shrink down, if the market really drop, we take that risk. We will eat that cost. So I hope this give you some insurance policies so you're not risking losing money from the housing market housing market downturn, and get a fair offer for your house right now, and not to worry about any depreciation, any risk. You don't have to wait. And you're probably wondering, so if we are closing at a later time, how can you solve your issue right now? How can you get the money to solve your urgent issue right now? So what we have been doing, how we add value to our client, is that when the need is there, when the need is at the front door, we have a way to solve that. Either we release the fund upfront after we know that we can buy the property. We can release that fund upfront so that you can take care of the business right now, and while you're waiting for the closing and take all the proceeds from the house. So that is one way that we can help. There's a ton more way that we've been helping our client. And you might think, I still have concern. There are a couple more issues that in my mind that I have to solve before we can sell the house. I am just worried. First of all, the stay home initiative. How do you meet your local cash buyer to sell your house fast, right? How do you do that? How do I meet with people and sell my house without violating the stay home initiative? The answer is we buy over the phones. And as I share the link above, you can check out if it is scam to sell your house over the phones. And you essentially can sell your house over the phone without meeting seller, without having ton of seller walk through the property like a traditional property selling method would be. And you don't have to meet with us. You don't have to meet with our contractor. You probably also have a worry about what you want to do next after you agree on selling the house, right? You probably don't know what you should do since you can't move anyway. You cannot move your stuff. You cannot move out from that place right now. You cannot find any place to live in right now with this crazy coronavirus pandemic. You might think you don't want to reach out because you cannot move anyway, because you're on the stay home order for the next 2 to 3 weeks, maybe months, who knows. So how we help this taken care is, one, we'll close on the date that work best for you and your family. And you tell us that, if you want to close within 14 days, or you want to close within 3 months, or even, next month, or even longer, you decide on that. We also can help provide you with the moving assistance fee and, the money up front that I was talking about earlier. We can get you the cash up front and take care of the urgent business right now while you wait for the whole proceed from the sale. The biggest thing here is let's go back to the core value here at Angel Home Solutions. We are a go-giver, and we're here to provide solution to your real estate issue. We'll not back down, especially when you need us the most during this pandemic time, during this coronavirus crazy time. So we do offer and do things that are better than buying your house fast. We are human too, and we're in this together. We are in this during this tough time to support each other and through this hardship. This is not about being opportunistic. This is not about going out there and say, hey, there's blood on the street. Like Warren Buffett say, there's a lot of comment on Facebook saying, hey guy, there's blood on the street. That's when you need to invest. That's when you need to pick up your cash. None of us should be wishing for anyone else to have pain. There are, where there are pain, it means there are problem. There is a problem, it means there's value that Angel Home Solution can add to solve that problem. Whether we get paid or not doesn't matter. If we can add value one way or the other, we're happy to. We will come out strong together, not against each other. Like my mentor said, be beacon of positivity and possibility. Be beacon of positivity and possibility to those in your business, to those around you, and we're all in this together. So thank you so much. That is the message from Angel Home Solutions. We hope this found you well. We hope that you are safe, stay home, and be safe from this crazy coronavirus. God bless us all. Thank you.